Okay, so I think we are live. So hello, everyone. I am thrilled to be here. We're gonna have we're having a guest today, which is the first one for me, which is great, and I am super excited to be here, and I'm also super excited that for people that showed up in time, and I hope my video and my audio is okay for everyone. So, as I mentioned, today is going to be a bit different because we have a special guest, and I will announce her shortly. Now, my team is here, and Floretta, please say hello in the chat for everyone. If there are any questions, she's going to answer back, or if we have time at the end, we're going to answer any questions you have. So my name is Beatrice Captain, and this worldwide movement that I am promoting is the creation development that is taking this industry by storm. And this movement is all about educate your consciousness to bring your dream choices to reality. So I'm going to share a little bit with you. Couple of slides in the beginning. Hold on, I have so many. Okay, hold on. So hope everyone can see my slide here.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So this is the theme of the day. I wanted to put something together that we're going to discuss about. So the hidden power of your unconscious mind, the dual nature of your mind, focus on safety versus creative potential, and the importance of finding your true choice. So a little bit about me. My name is Beatrice Captain, and I'm the founder of Conscious Transformation Company. I'm an architect, and I got into this completely revolutionary system in 2020. This changed everything for me, and although I was aware of the structure, building structures, I integrated everything through the Recode process, which was amazing. And this definitely changed everything for me. So my big problem actually was that I was going into this field of architecture with a real passion for it. But something was missing and things were not working for me. And when actually I got Chris, I found Chris, everything changed. He actually showed me the missing piece of my purpose, and I cannot be more grateful for that. So what I for sure am telling everyone is that we're not broken, and this personal development industry that we've been through and we thought that's going to help us is actually doing more harm, unfortunately. And as I've learned, we created this. We create everything, and we can actually remove it the way it was created. So this system is so different than everything that I have ever experienced, and I'm sure most people are not aware of it. It teaches your unconscious how to heal and treat itself, and it's just, to me, was mind-blowing. It's a combination of ancient wisdom and cutting-edge neuroscience, and the transformation, even if you understand it or not, it's remarkable. So that's when I said, that's it. I have to teach people about it, because this changed my life. And we have so many people that right now, over I think 200,000 now. Like it's amazing. It's changing lives every day as we speak. So we have this coach that did actually the program with us, and he regained his vision. We might have the chance to talk about it later on, just by applying this system. So just to, I have so many things going on here. Okay, so I'm going to stop a little bit sharing, and just to tell you that connecting with my higher consciousness changed everything, as I mentioned. And right now, I think we have over 200,000 people all around the world changing their lives since this was launched in 2019. So today, I'm gonna introduce my special guest. Her name is Christina Head, and she's a magnetic mind coach and a homeopathic practitioner. And we've met during our MagMind coaching practice sessions. And since then, we developed this friendly connection that I am so grateful for. So welcome, Christina. I am so happy you're here today. And please tell us more about yourself.
Hi there. Hi. I've never been a special guest before. It's very unusual, very pleasant. My name's Christina Head. I've been doing Head. I've been doing Head. I've been doing something.
I think it's something going on with the sound.
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I've been doing homeopathy and other alternative medicine practices for over 40 years, and have loved it very much. During lockdown, I thought I'd like to expand my skills and wanted to do counselling. Although I was doing counselling, I didn't have a certificate in counselling. So I started looking online and came across Chris Duncan and his way of doing things. Now, he's not teaching counselling, but after listening to him, a few sessions, I thought this is even better than counselling, because the difference between counselling and coaching, life coaching, is with counselling, you dig around in people's subconscious, you dig around in their consciousness. You find out all the problems and you try to help the person sort them out, which is great, and it works. No problem there. With coaching, it's a different approach. You start with the positive. So before you start digging around or learning anything about the person, you get them to go deep inside themselves and find their true choice in life, what they really want, what their deepest yearning is in life. And you start with that, and you get them to really walk into that, really experience that, see how it would be to have that, the deepest yearning. And we talk about a true choice. And sometimes people say, oh, I'd like a car, or I'd like a fabulous holiday, or I'd like a new relationship. But the key to this whole process is getting the person to really go deep inside and find out what they really want. And that is sometimes not what they think. And that in itself is quite a process. Then when you've got your future, where you'd like to be in the future, then you find out what's in the way. And by using the Recode, which I know B is going to talk about a bit more, and do an explanation, you can access the subconscious field, which is where all your past issues live, which is also in the gut, interestingly. And me being a health coach all these years, being, treating people homeopathically, I've treated every kind of illness you could imagine. So I'm quite interested in, the physical aspects of trauma and grief and whatever, and where it sits in the body, and what illnesses that creates. And this is just what B was saying about the guy who got his sight back.
Yeah.
By releasing the traumas that he'd had that was sitting in his body and creating this blindness. By releasing that, his sight came back. It's quite miraculous, really.
It is, and if you don't mind me just quick about this, because when we did the coaching, we did this together, he was there, and he literally was focusing on what he loves. He started focusing on what he loves, and that's actually found, this was the way that he started seeing again. And it was after 20 years, it was miraculous for himself. I mean, I cannot even imagine. But just focusing on what you really love gets you heal yourself. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the way, continue. Yes.
So I'm a magnetic mind. I'm a qualified magnetic mind coach. I've since gone on to do another coaching course. She's called Feminine Power, which is more women-centered, which is fabulous as well, and very similar in its approach, slight differences. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I love what I do, and more people who can tune into this, the better everyone will be, the better the planet is. Consciousness of the planet is slowly rising. We need as many people as we can to raise their consciousness.
You want to talk a little bit about the impossible ways to see yourself clearly?
Yeah. So a lot of people ask me, why do I need a coach? And it's like, well, we can't see ourselves. We're inside of ourselves. We can't always see what we're projecting outwards. So the coach will help you to see what you're projecting and to change your inner world in order to project things differently. And
absolutely,
I had an encounter with a woman in a shop, who then went on to become a client, which was very nice. And she said to me, we had a long talk. It was a quiet day. She didn't have many customers, and she was saying to me, I lost my best friend. My best friend died. We've been friends for ever, since school. She was in her 50s. And she said, since then, I haven't been able to make friends with anyone. She said, and I don't know what it is. She said, I'm really trying to make friends and find, women that I can go out with, because I used to go out with her. She'd married, kids and everything. And we talked about it a bit, and it was very clear to me that she was just doing that all the time to people. She was just in her facial expression, in her mannerisms, and she was quite sharp as well. And she didn't realize that she was being like that. So she would attract someone, start to make friends with him, and then this other person would appear that was sharp and quite, cold. And so we started working with that, and I pointed that out to her, and she was like, wow, I never knew that was happening. But that's just one small reason why we need a coach.
Right.
So to shed a light on things that you can't see for yourself.
And most of the times we can't see because this is unconscious. We just we run our programs, and it's just hard for us to see ourselves what we're running. That's very that's what happened to me when I found Chris. I didn't realize what's happening. I knew that I was very unhappy, but I didn't realize the reason and where everything comes from. So yeah. So I know, Christina, you wanna interview me a little bit. So please
Okay.
go ahead.
Well, I had a few questions in mind, but you have actually mentioned some of them. But I'll ask it anyway because you might bring up more. What was it? What was it that happened to you in your life that made you want to change?
So interestingly enough, I never thought I'm gonna coaching. Coaching was never in my mind ever. However, as an architect, you do a little bit of a coaching with clients, because you show them what they want, and you learn, you listen first to understand what they want actually, and then you show them, and you put it in a way that they might not understand themselves, but then when they see it, oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So it was something there that I never thought about. However, interestingly enough, I was stuck. I was literally trying to. I didn't feel fulfilled in my job, and I was very upset about that, because it was something that I mentioned before. It was something that was my passion. So that was something that really shocked me, and for the longest time, I did not pay that much attention to it. But it was, how it is when you put, you put the frog to boil in the water, and you turn on the fire, and you don't realize at some point you're actually boiling, and it's just, that's what happened to me. So I was literally at the point that I was boiling, and that's when I found Chris. And it was interesting, because I always had I thought that I found him, but now thinking back, I think that it was kind of you know how you find what you're looking for. So
Two-way thing. Yeah.
right, it was kind of a two-way thing. So yeah, so I really at the time I was losing my power. I was not standing in my power. I was not even aware of what is my power and what I can do. And there were so many things, so many things. So the other thing that this program was amazing was about learning a lot of things about my patterns, a lot of things about my beliefs, a lot of things about my family. That was, how would you know? How would you know? You just run the program, and things are happening, and you don't know why. And then all of a sudden, now, as I know these things, I cannot not know anymore. It's like it gives you this, and that's why this program is so amazing, because it gives you a direction for life. Like you know what you have to do. You're always gonna need a coach. There's always, I mean, there are always times when you have resistance, and you need some discussion with a coach. Is the greatest thing is to have a coach. However, you start having your direction, so you don't feel lost anymore, which to me was amazing.
Sure. And were there other things happening in your life at that time that were coming to an end? Like, I know you've got children.
Right. So I had, right. So my firstborn was going to college. So it was not really empty nester completely, but it was the start of it. And it was the shock of it, like, oh my goodness, my baby is going. What? So you feel that you're not needed anymore. You're not, because when you're not staying in your power, you know, you're all over the place. Wherever the wind blows, there you are, you know. Whenever you're needed, oh, I'm not needed, I'm gonna, you know, what am I gonna do now? You have a shock, is a trauma. That can never happen again, though.
So
However, yeah.
How long did it take you to, when you first started listening to Chris, how long did it take you to really want to, you know, really get involved in this and make it a career for yourself?
So interestingly, I started with a program for everyone, Magnetic Mind. It was really for everyone to get to understand this work, and the reality is that when you start understanding this, and you start seeing in yourself because you literally you surprise yourself with the changes that I've been through. So when you see that, it's like, oh my God, I did not even imagine that can happen to me. So I definitely have to do this. This is so valuable. Like, people need to know this. Like, there's no way, there's no reason for us to live in pain, you know. There's no reason whatsoever. We definitely have to see ourselves for who we are. And there is so much. This program actually was packed with so much information. And however, I know that sometimes people, and I know even myself, it's a little bit overwhelming in the beginning because it's so much, and you don't know if you get it right and what's happening. But what happened was this Recode thing helps a lot to ease the way into it. And the more you start understanding and connecting to your higher self, because that's when you start the understanding. That's when the connection starts happening. Even if sometimes you cannot explain what's happening, but the change happens.
Yeah.
So it's that phenomenal. To me, it's like the best thing that ever can happen to anyone, in my opinion. And people that are not really open for it, I know it's hard, maybe in the beginning, to see it, because it's your self-conscious, and your self-conscious always blocks you. I mean, the self one says, I want the change, but the unconscious is always, is that safe? And I had that feeling that, should I do this? Is this what I really want? Is this correct? Because we live with a certain ideas about life. And then you learn something else here, and you start questioning, is this right? Is this correct? So there's always something like that. However, the more you connect with yourself, the more you start asking questions, because you start knowing. So there's no question anymore. It's like, that's the truth. So it's the most amazing thing.
And being able to see, when you start to see what blocks you have sitting in your subconscious.
Exactly.
It's so revealing, isn't it? And it's so
it's unbelievable.
Knowing that it really is. And then also with the Recode, being able to move those blocks and move your patterns and change them, and really go into a higher consciousness and be able to live in consciousness.
Right. And it's just unbelievable to see, because it's not a trance. So you're not going in trance. You know everything. You're there. You're present in the session. So it just happens. And then when you go back to the thought or the idea that you put initially, that you thought you're never going to be able to do it, and you go back to it, to the first idea, and you cannot access it, that to me was crazy. So I went back And I went to the fear, like, okay, I had that problem, and I went to the fear back, and it was not there. And I was I didn't even know what to think. It's you're surprised, but at the same time, it is. I was not the person to be talking about magic, because I
Yeah.
feel that magic is for kids. It literally disappears like magic. You don't know what happened. All of a sudden you're able to do this, and it's like the only thing that pretty much keeps you stuck is the fact that you thought you were not able to do it, but you know you are. So it's amazing, the most amazing thing.
It's really good. So Maria, can
Yeah.
I do you have any questions? Anything you'd like?
No, I've been with Chris for about 3 years now. I joined Magnetic Mind
Wow.
about 3 years ago.
Nice, that's
Just
great.
finished the 5-day author challenge. So I just literally finished watching his the last day of the challenge.
The challenge.
Yeah, the author challenge, yeah.
So you
Um
know all this stuff anyway.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Are you a coach yourself?
No, well, not a magnetic mind coach, no. I'm
Okay.
a spiritual coach and esoteric researcher and teacher. So
Really?
I'm well aware of that sort of stuff, but not a magnetic mind coach, no, not yet, anyway.
Okay. Okay. You want to be?
Uh, Possibly, maybe I'll see next year because I'm
Sure.
working on other.
Great.
So
So
yeah.
we have someone who's already converted here, Beatrice. So
Oh yeah, which is amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing to see. And how about you, Mauricio?
I didn't know there was someone else here. Sorry, Maria.
Yeah, there's someone else there. If you can say hello, that'd be great. If you just want to listen, I totally understand. It's just fine. No worries.
Great.
No worries there. So yeah, so I'm so happy, I'm around people that understand and talk about it, and this is very exciting. So so now I was thinking that if I have everyone here, maybe we can do a little bit of a recode.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure about Mauricio, if this is his first recode, or if you can just tell us if this is your first recode, or just put it in the chat, or put a 1 in the chat if it's the first one. And if it's not, it's okay. I know, it takes a little bit of explanation prior, so. All right, I don't see anything from Mauricio. So I'm gonna go through the steps. Now, all this week, I put in my in the Facebook and in the group, I put out the 5 steps. So I put one step at a time, so everyone was able to go through the steps. If you want to have some notes for yourself, you feel more comfortable, however makes you comfortable, just letting you know that whatever the question is, if your mind thinks, your self-conscious thinks that does not understand, you should not worry about, because your unconscious understands exactly everything that I'm asking, so no worries there. So I think we're gonna go straight into a nice recode, and we're gonna go through the steps now. So if everyone is ready, I'm gonna put my seat down, put my desk down, because it's easier to do the recode from here. So let's do this. All right, great. So Let's do the recode. What is your choice? Let's have a choice today. If you want, you can put it in the chat, or you can write it for yourself or just in your mind. What is the choice you want to work on today? Whatever that choice is something that you always wanted and you feel blocked to it. And it can be something big. If you have a Recode before, you can go with whatever you want to go. If this is your first one, I would suggest something like a fear of heights or fear of spider, or getting annoyed in life, something easy for now. And I would suggest, Mauricio, if you like, we have to sign in the group, and we have the intro session there. That's very helpful for the first Recode, because I'm not going to have time to go over the intro session here. So in any case, just stay open, and you will feel some change for sure. So if you have the choice, just give me a 1 if you have the choice. And just let me know, what would this choice allow you to do, to be, or to have? What is this choice would allow you to do, to be, or to have? Great. Health and vitality. That's always great. What would health and vitality would allow you to do, to be, or to have? Just think about it. Okay, step number 2. So we're going into structure. This is the piece that nobody is teaching, actually. And I think this is the missing one. So we know the structure is 2 or more parts working together in a specific way, right? Your body is in equilibrium right now, is in a structure of equilibrium. And we know that tension seeks resolution, right? It's based on the path of least resistance. So as I was always keeping this rubber band here, this is my 2 hands here are in a structure right now. And regardless of which one is stronger, the other one goes towards on the path of least resistance. So based on the first step, compared to your desire, where are you now? So based on your choice, right? If you are here right now, and this is your choice, where are you right now? What is the tension between where you want to be and where you are? And just make it, you can put the notes in the chat, or you can write it for yourself, and don't make it personal, just factual. Whatever happened, why am I not able to do that? Try to not engage it personal. And just think about it, this early version over here is really the early version of this, right? Where you are right now is the early version of where you're going to be. Because this is your choice from the infinite amount of choices. You chose this, right? This is your choice. So it's clearly that this is just the baby right now. So step number 3 is the best one. I want you to just step back, close your eyes. And just step into this choice. Just step into this choice and experience from your heart. See it done. Just see it done. And how would you know? How would you know when you have it? What are all the ways this is true for you? And just make it up. I know sometimes it's hard to just make it up. Just teach your body how it feels like. And as I mentioned before, as you choose this, this is already created. When you get into your heart, just experience it. This is so, so powerful. This is the best of the best, seeing your choice happening. Okay. No, you don't want to come back from that. But we're going to go to step 4 and go into the recode soon. So now thinking about your choice, what stops you to have it right now? What really stops you to have this choice right now? And what would someone have to believe to create this reality that you are in right now? What do you have to believe to create what you have right now? What worries you have about this choice? How old is the youngest you that created this reality? If you think about it, how old is the youngest you that create the reality that you are in right now? And what happened then? What decisions have you made? There's another question. What inner conflicts do you have? I can do this, but it's not possible for me. Right? I'm not good enough. I'm not capable. What are the conflicts do you have about having this choice? What is your assumption about this choice? And when you have all this in your mind, just give me your resistance. Just put in the chat, what is your resistance to actually go ahead with this choice? Because all these questions brought some resistance to the surface, and just to have, yeah, 8, 10, yeah, just to have a quick understanding for our self-conscious, how this recode works. So just wanted to mention to you that you are made of a main personality and many other personalities. And when all these aspects are working together, we can use this method to easily let go of resistance and go towards the goal. So let's start. Let's go. This is exciting for me. So this is going to be a closed eyes exercise. So I will give some commands to the field, and you will notice some are for you, some might not be for you directly. However, you will experience a shift. So it's not a trance, as I mentioned in our discussion earlier. And regardless, I would suggest to close your eyes and be with yourself. Be with it during the recode, so you get the most out of it. All right, let's get going. So please step back, take a nice breath. Close your eyes and just be present. Just allow all the learnings from today to be there. Take a few nice breaths, and I would like you to imagine a ball of white light above your head. Five inches above your head, just a bright ball of light. The most brilliant, beautiful, healing light. And choose to be a good energy throughout. Just imagine it's like a beautiful sun that shoots a beam of light and fills your brain with this universal light in your body, your entire body, with this good healing energy light. Now this light start making a circle through your body and in the room. And it gets stronger and stronger. Just feel this energy getting stronger and stronger. And at some point, you become that light. And allow this light to fill the entire room you're in. And I want you to imagine you float up and out of your body and look down on yourself. You float up and up so you can see your house, you can see your city, you can see your country. It's like you are in an airplane flying over the city. And you are going to see these little lights. And all these little lights are from this group here right now. And probably is one over here in New York. This is mine. And all these lights are connecting as we are now together in the same field. And I want you to choose in your heart to be at service to the group and to get the most out of this session. And please give me permission to connect with you for the highest good. Just in your mind, I give Beatrice permission to connect with me, with my superconscious. And I will refer to this connection that we have as superconscious as a field of information that is us, not outside of us. And I'm going to ask the field to open this connection. So just give me a second. So superconscious, please do all that is needed. So I can communicate with you and create the perfect treatment plan for this end result. Let's connect into the soccer field metaphor, knowing and understanding the full process. Remove all resistance in a gentle way, creating a safe place. Thank you. Now, superconscious, please help all parts and personalities to make the informed decision and treat any resistance percentage acceptable. Bring in and welcome all consciousness in the treatment process. Thank you. And I want you to know that no parts will die. They will just integrate by reducing all emotional charge. No information will be lost. Everything will be assimilated. And superconscious, I want you to tag and treat in the perfect way, perfect order, and join all parts and consciousness to the main personality and do a massive change history. Thank you. So now I'm going to go through some priorities that come up in the field for your choices. So superconscious, please take and treat all that is not in alignment with this desired choice. Please take and treat I commit to this choice. Take and treat I am this choice. And do a massive change history. And please see all the identities thinking that you're not good enough. You're not belonging. Not worthy. Take and treat and do a massive change history. And please take and treat definitions. Definitions as you see yourself as a victim. And your massive change history. Thank you. I also want you to tag the protector controller. The protector controller and the wounded. Please tag these personalities and do a massive change history. Thank you. And just breathe. Let the process go through. And I want you to take a little break. Let's have like a half break right now and see where you are. If you want to just open your eyes and let's have a quick chat with all before we go back. Just let me know what you noticed. How is it going? If you have any struggles. The protector controller is always the part that blocks any treatment at any time. So this is the one that wants to keep us safe. So let's go with it. There's no reason to disregard or think that the process is not going through. And this part always needs more healing in order to feel safe with the change that you want to make. So let me know. Let me know if you have something that, Christina, what showed up for you? Do you have anything?
It was just very, very nice process. I feel very relaxed, very pleasant. Very nice.
It's great.
I didn't really get a true choice. So, that's at the moment I'm working on that because I have too many options.
Yeah.
Too many options, and I haven't settled on one yet. So it's difficult to do Recode if you haven't established a true choice.
It's still you have something going on for you though, as you are with us in the same field.
Sure. Oh yeah, I can feel that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Maria, you want to share? If you don't want to share, it's fine.
No, this just with the health and vitality thing, there's a lot of resistance. I've had health issues for over 2 decades.
Yeah.
And I'm hanging on to them. I'm not going to let them go,
Yeah.
There's a lot of resistance there.
Of course.
Yeah, so
of course.
I've been too different to what I am now. That's the thing.
And I'm going to bring more about family history because it's always something about that.
Oh, definitely.
So great. Yeah.
I've taken my mother's conditions, and she's been gone now 8 years, but I can just, I have images of the way she was with her health. And it's like, it's becoming equal to what she was going through. So yeah.
Yeah.
Aware of that.
We all love our mothers, right? And that's for love. That's always for love. It's unbelievable Unbelievable. Okay, so we can go back now. So let's go back to the second part. And let's close your eyes again. We're gonna get more into some family history here. It's always the case. And let's go back and reconnect. Close your eyes and give me back the permission to connect with you. Thank you. And I want you to please stay open. And Superconscious, I would like to talk to the protector controller. That aspect that needs more treatment. And to allow this process to happen for more satisfaction and less pain. So I want you to go back to the original event. The event with so much intensity, and just treat in all ways, all timelines, all energies and fields, and do a massive change history. Thank you. And for a second, Superconscious, I want you to just step into your future end result right now. Just step into that choice and see it done. If only just for a second, just see it done. And Superconscious, I want you to treat any remaining resistance to the original event any worries, fears, and doubts. Treat all emotions, especially the present emotion, and do a massive change history. Thank you. And Superconscious, I want you to heal this family history. Just see this feminine side. How many generations ago? Just please treat all this resistance in the perfect way. Do a massive change history. Thank you. And please tag and treat broken agreements. On the masculine side, please tag and treat all the broken agreements. Do a massive change history. Thank you. And superconscious, let's bring all this resistance. Let's put all of it in a bubble. Just put all this resistance together. Bring into our active experience and just burst this bubble. And watch all this resistance dissipate. And tag and treat all the remaining resistance in the perfect way. Doing a massive change history. Thank you. Superconscious, please treat all body systems, all chakras, meridians. Allow all positive energy to flow through. And please give us all information needed to take the next obvious action. To support our choice and do a massive change history. Now let's ground all memories we've touched today, including memory 1, 2, and 3, all systems, ego states, all level of physiology, all level of consciousness. And keeping your eyes closed, feel this choice expanding. Just choose it. Allow it. Be it. This creation is here right now. So let go of all resistance and just create it. Love it. And when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes and come back to me. And tell me where you are. What is your resistance? And things are moving along. Sometimes it seems like it's not that much. And after a while, you realize that you are able to do things that you were not able to do, or you are able to allow yourself. The health and vitality is a lot about allowing and let it go of things that we spoke in the Recode, and it's definitely gonna keep working for you.
Thank you, Beatrice.
Oh, you're
Well,
welcome. You're
very-
welcome. You're welcome. I'm so grateful you guys are here today, and Christina and Maria and Mauricio, although he did not open his camera, which is fine, and we understand. I'm really grateful to be able to give you Recode today, and if you feel you want to join me it would be great. This is something that you definitely want to learn and understand for your life. It's the most beautiful thing. So thank you all. We were right on time, which is great. And I just want to remind, though, everyone that I'm offering this month, by the end of the month, I'm offering free recodes. So if you're interested, please feel free. I still have spots, so I'm here for everyone. And I'm definitely going to have Christina, I'm going to invite Christina back again. She was great. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Mauricio.